So guys, we have a deck profile for you guys, and I'm excited for this deck profile. This is a EX-06 Angel deck. First off, let's get into it. We have 4 Kirumon. This thing is when a card is removed from your security stack, this thing gains jamming. The jamming is just really nice. You get to apply pressure and not worry about your stack dying to anything besides options. Then you have Cupimon here, just straight up. This thing is add the top card of your security stack to your hand, and then you can place 1 Angel, Archangel, or a 7 Great Angel traits from your hand to the bottom of your security stack, and this is when attacking. So this lets you cycle in pieces for later evolutions, anything like that you might need. Yeah, 5 Digitama. Then we do have 4 of the best card in yellow, Patamon. This thing basically says, I Digivolve for free on the moment at the start of your turn. It looks for a champion in your security stack. If you have one, it digivolves for free. This will trigger its own effect with the gain in memory because you have to resolve everything, and it saw the card. But yeah, you gain a memory, gain jamming, and now your opponent is in a bad spot. 4 Patas is really nice. Then we do have 4 Luxmon. Lux is really cool because it's an on-play searcher that is a top 3 searcher. Then it adds 1 Digimon card with Angel or Archangel, and then 1 card with 3 Great Angels. It searches your top end plus that. It's kind of like Agumon and stuff like that kind of just tries to grab you a piece, and it's a really good searcher. And then it does have a when attacking, if this Digimon is an Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angel, draw a card. This whole deck is all about that. I won't mention the Angel, Archangel, 3 Great Angel trait because that is usually the condition of most of these effects. Yeah. It's a draw card advantage. It's not a bad thing to be able to swing and draw, right? Then we do have 3 of the Patamon for BT16. So this thing is start of main on play. This Digimon, if it is your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 4 with Angel or free trait from your hand with playing with a reduction cost of 1. This Patamon is just straight up a lighter version of the super rare, and it's a decent evolution target, especially because if you didn't have a way of putting one in hand, at least the Pata will digivolve for a reduced cost of 1. Yeah, that extends your plays and you get to combo off. And then this Patamon also says when attacking, trash the top Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. So yeah, source stripping is good. And then we do have 1 Pillowmon. Pillomon's just a really good one because of the all turns effect of negating any Digimon played by an effect. But yeah, being able to prevent your opponent from popping off is really good. But yeah, we just have Pillowmon at 1. Then we do have the King of Vaccine. We do have Angemon here. This thing is when attacking, it gets to decide one of 2 things. That it either pops a virus, or it gets to one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP for the turn, or it basically puts the virus on into your opponent's security stack, which is not bad. And then it self-deletes itself, which then places this card at the bottom of your security stack. Then if you have a Tamer, you may hatch one of your breeding areas. This sets up just like in the anime, it just resets Patamon. Yeah, then you can re-grab them and do things. And then it has an on deletion, same thing. Place 1 yellow card with Vaccine from your hand at the bottom of the security stack. It's not a bad trade-off, right? Right. Then we do have 4 Angemon with Barrier. This Barrier Angemon is really good in my opinion. I really like it a lot. Yeah, and then it also has, if this Digimon has Angel, Archangel, or 3 Angels, draw a card. Similar to Luxmon's effect, which is really good. We want to have that draw advantage. It's really important to have it. Then we do have 1 Geogray to be able to fish a Tamer out of our security because we do play at least 6 TKs in this list. Yeah, grabbing any of the TKs is really good. But also, you do have access of when your yellow Tamer becomes suspended, you get to delete delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a 3,000 DP or less. Yeah, popping is really good. We don't minus enough DP to be able to get this card off. But sometimes if there's a TK in that security, Geogray is just really solid because it can snowball pretty quickly. Then we do have 2 Gatomon here. This Gatomon is really good because it gives it an inheritable barrier, but it's also a barrier in itself. And then when a card is removed from your security stack, gain a memory. And then when this card is trashed from your security stack, you may play it without paying its cost. If you know when you're timing your removal, you can trash this Gato and boom, go off from there. And the Gato sees itself, well, doesn't see itself, it sees the next card. If there was 2 cards getting affected, Gatomon would go off. Yeah. Then we do have 3 Magnamon Ace, just because an Ace on our ultimate line is really good. Just the recovery, and then whatever your security stack is, minus 1000 DP. This thing can only recover up to, this max cap is 6 security. If you're at 5, you can recover. If not, it won't recover anymore. But Magnamon Ace, really solid. Then we do have this Magnamon. This Magnamon's really good. It has an on play when Digivolving that says, really big wall of text. If it is your turn, search your security stack. This Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon with Angel or 3 Great Angel traits among them, with its Digievolution cost reduced by 2. Yeah, you're going to be getting a boss Digimon for a reduction cost too. Then shuffle your security stack, and if you Digivolve by this effect, you may place 1 Digimon card with Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angel traits from your hand or bottom, from your hand to the bottom of the security stack. This is really useful because we gain some decent advantage out of this. And then it does have opponent's turn. All your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or 3 gain blocker. Yeah, we're going to like that ability a lot. Being able to gain blocker across all our Digimon makes us even more threatening, just because our aces can just really set our opponent back. Then we do have Archaimon Angemon. Archaimon Angemon. This thing is really powerful. It's another card that if you had room, you would play more. But it's on play. When Digivolving, you may add the top or bottom card of your security stack to hand. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4000 DP for the turn. Then you may place 1 Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angel traits among them to the bottom of your security stack, setting yourself up. And then opponent's turn, all your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or 3 Great Angel gains blocker. This is combos really nicely with Magna Angie's blocker. But yeah, you want to have some blocking ability. This will let you do it. Now let's get into the big boys. First off, we have Diminumon. Diminumon is really powerful of a card. I don't know how this thing got past printing, but when Digivolving, search your security stack. You may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon with Angel, Archangel, and its traits without paying its cost. Then shuffle your security stack, and one of your opponent's Digimon gains minus 7000 DP for the turn. This thing is nasty as can be. You're now shutting down, can minus something by 7000 DP, and just playing a 5 or less can set you up. And this now combos with the blocker skills. Now you're built up, and you can go leading to being more shenanigans. But all turns, when one of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or 3 Angel traits would lead the battle area, other than by one of your effects or by battle, by trashing the top card of security stacks, prevented from leaving play. This really helps out a lot because now you get your bodies to stick. That means your aces stick, and that's scary because if you can get your aces to stick, they're not going to be able to do anything. Diminumon created a blanket protection that is scary. We are playing 2 Seraphimon. This Seraphimon just lets us recovery, but he's our way of getting 2 damage in and applying pressure early to late game. Yeah, I like him a lot because when a card is added to your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7000 DP, and then this Digimon gains security attack 1 for the turn. We don't have restand ability, which is fine, but we just want to be able to attack it. Then we do have Ophanimon Ace. This card is really solid. I just like her just because she fits the theme. You don't have to play her. I think she's not the strongest of the 3 aces that we got, but this one's really solid. On play, when Digivolving, by trashing the top card or bottom card of your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8000 DP for the turn. Then all turns, when a card is removed from your security stack, if it is your turn, this Digimon gains security attack 1, but if it's your opponent's turn, you gain ace recovery 1. So she's not a bad one. She's got a decent blanket, but the card I really like of this set is Cherubimon Ace. This card I think is slept on. The alliance ability is really good. She's self-sufficient because she will do what she wants. Cherubimon will play a Digimon from your hand for its on play when Digivolving. You may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon with green or yellow Digimon from your hand without paying its cost. Then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4000 DP for each other Digimon you have in play. The wider your board gets, the scarier this card gets. I know that we have the abilities to worry about of the, whatchamacallit, Digievolution is like our biggest fear, but all in all, our 6s are just nasty as can be. I think the aces we have here is really solid. You could make this Seraphimon Ace if you really wanted to, and make this all top end brand new, But I do like the pressure that this gives, and Ophanimon gives a small pressure as a similar one. But yeah, all in all, really solid. Then we do play one Ruin mode because make your opponent have to play around Ruin mode. That's all this is doing here. A Ruin mode will allow you to gain some decent advantage because of gaining the recovery, but the blanket minus 5,000 DP can shut down your opponent and give you enough pressure to win the game. And then he self-pops, recoveries, you know the whole drill, and hatches an egg. Then we got 4 TKs that we really like. This TK is basically on play. You take the top card of your security stack, and then you may place 1 yellow vaccine Digimon from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. This sets up Patamon, and then when a card is removed from your security stack, gain a memory. Since he self-fulfills his own effect, this thing can choke your opponent's memory at 2. Really good. Then we do have TK Memory Setter. I love it. I love this card just because you get to add a card to your hand, which means your Ruin mode or options that you kind of need come out of it, or a rookie you might need. Yeah, your security becomes a second hand. Then we do play 2 physical trainings because of delay shenanigans. And yeah, this card is just grabs anything in our deck, it says. And then we do have 2 Emissary of Hope. Emissary of Hope is just straightforwards here. This thing is to help us digivolve into up to our level 6s. This is going to really wreck the opponents. I love the fact that we have the ability of, you know, being able to digivolve for 1 cost, and that can lead to being scary shenanigans as well, especially if you didn't activate Pata this turn. I mean, yeah, Patamon's inheritable. This thing's a free evolution, which is ridiculous, especially since you know how many what cards are in your security stack most of the time anyway. You can set up and just go like Emissary Hope, climb up, Emissary Hope, climb up again. This is where things can get really interesting here. I know there is the new Scrambles, not Shuffles. Scramble is a really powerful option as well. I just don't know where to fit it, and I don't know when English is going to gain access to it. But I really want to put Scramble in the list just yet. I don't know where it would fit. If it becomes legal in time, I will make room for this thing, because using Scramble to play a Patamon with your effect in the start of main phase, this is the start of turn, so you'll be able to do this. If your opponent has a Digimon, you get to play the Patamon, which can lead to being some crazy shenanigans afterwards. So you could remove board state, really nasty. And yeah, Scramble is really good, just because being able to reduce the Digievolution cost in your hand. I know we don't really do it very often, because we can play a lot of it from security and just reduce evolution that way. But all in all, really good stuff here, and I really like it. But it's up to you how you want to handle this. I would play Scramble. I don't know where I would take out cards for. I would probably play it at 2 to start off with, and then see if it really makes a big impact. But all in all, guys, though, I'm excited with this list. I know that we have a lot of potential in many ways, shapes, or form to develop this deck. I know there's a yellow vaccine armor version, and I know that one plays better with shuffles, but right now I'm only focusing on the Angels because I love Cherubimon Ace and Dominumon as a theme. It's just a really powerful deck. And then you have all these great cards that let you combo off as Angels, and I know a lot of players have been dying to build Angels as a competitive deck for the longest time, actually. I remember back when we had Angels starting to show up in like BT6 themes, and people were like, I want to build Angels. Like, how am I going to build it when there was not really a cohesive thing? Because I know we had EX1 drop, and then we had a bunch of Angel support, like the original stuff, and now we have finally a cohesive strategy that we get to play with our deck, which is really good, and I really like it a lot. And this has a lot of potential, guys. What do you guys think? What can you tell me down in the comments? What do you think of this deck profile? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!